All right, like I hope everybody can hear me. Anyway, hey y'all, it is Lolita Jackson back again with another video. Today I am going to talk about vitiligo again. I wanted to do a video about where my vitiligo actually is. I said I would talk about this in the last video, and I will start at the top and finish at the bottom. So you can't see it right now because I have makeup on, but I do have vitiligo around the corner of my eye. I have it underneath my nose. It makes like the coolest little shape. One day I'll take all this makeup off and show y'all what I look like underneath this. My entire lips have lost pigment. I do have it on my hands, so it goes from the tips of my fingers all the way down to the front of my hands, and in a weird way. And I even went to the doctor, and they told me the same thing. I actually have vitiligo in the palms of my hands. So, in such a crazy way, like back in the day, I had those little lines you have in your palms. All of my palms were like had brown lines in them that marked like where those lines were, and they have almost all of them have turned white. You can kind of see a little bit of color on this one, but most of them have turned white. So I have like on both sides of my hand, which I have had doctors say that that's odd. So who knows what the truth is. Um, it also goes to my wrist on both sides, and in a funny way, it kind of spreads. It's got these like mirroring effects, if that makes sense. It almost has like the same pattern. I don't know what the gist is about that. I don't know why it's happening like that, but it is. It's also on my elbows, so at the fronts of my elbows. I do have a spot on my breast area. There's a small spot that just formed. Then I got some little like speckles where my breast is. Um, and then I have one new spot on my knee, which I didn't know where that came from. He didn't even see it. I was like lotioning my legs one day, and I was like, "It's ash, right? Ash is a mug." And I was like, "Oh, that's a new spot. Oop, got a new spot on the kneecap." So you know what that means. And I have it on my feet. So it's the darkest on my feet because it kind of did like a speckling and it's been spreading out. So the way it's happening on my feet is a little interesting because these spots on my hand and on my face and stuff, they were like straight up white spots. Like straight up like it started as a white spot. This spot and the spot on my breast, and maybe it's got something to do with the way the skin is. It's like going like shade to shade. It's so odd. But yeah, it's on my feet. And then one other spot it is on my private areas. So spicy moment. Spicy moment. It is on my private areas, and apparently, it's very common for it to be in your genital areas for a lot of different people. Like a lot of times, like kids and stuff, it starts down there. A lot of adults have it down there, and it starts there, and it's not just like there; it's also back there, so the other way. So it's in those spots as well. So I've got it on my face, it's on my hands, on my shoulders, on my chest area. I have a spot on my kneecap and I have it on my feet. Those are the spots that I'm aware of. Sometimes people are like, "Do you have it on your back?" And I'm like, "Not that I know of." And I know that sounds crazy, but how can you say not that you know of? Because I'm not ever really looking at the back of, like, not often am I looking at what I look like behind me. I just don't. If I had a three-way mirror in a huge closet, maybe that'd be the case, but that's not my case. That's not my storyline. So when I go to the dermatologist, I think every 3 months we do a full body check. So they'll take me in the room. I get completely undressed with my doctor, who is a man, and the nurse, who's a woman. So they both come in and they cut all the lights off. They give me goggles and they take the UV light and they see where else is it or where is it forming? Because sometimes you can see spots under the light that haven't necessarily like come to the surface yet. Like you can see it under the light, but you can't see it like on my body yet. So that's when they kind of tell me like, okay, nothing behind you, nothing on your legs, nothing on the back of you. So unless they tell me or somebody else tells me, that's essentially how that works out.